Well, next stop on our Road of Life podcast, we have Nick, who is a student at U2M in Moncton on Canada's eastern seaboard. What's your full name, Nick?
My name is Nicholas Mcken, but I mean, you can call me Nick. Right?
Nick Mcken. Nick Mcken. So you live in the Greater Moncton area on Canada's eastern seaboard in the province of New Brunswick. Nick, tell me your story. Where were you born starting off?
Well, I mean, I'm born and raised in Moncton. I've been in Moncton my whole life. Parents aren't together, so I lived a little bit everywhere with my dad. But I mean, always had the same house in Moncton. Just recently moved, actually, from a house to an apartment. Still living with my mom, but she was a little tired of doing all the housework and all like the maintenance that comes with a house. So now we're hanging out in an apartment together, and it's going good.
Excellent. So, what sort of childhood did you have growing up? You were raised in Moncton.
Yeah. I was raised in Moncton. I went to school in Moncton my whole life growing up. But I did also have split, lived with two different parents in two different cities, right? Mm-hmm. So we would go to Rexton or Rishabuktu or Fredericton or wherever my dad was staying, right? And then
north of Moncton. Yeah, it's north of Moncton. Yeah.
Wake up real early and then go to school and then come back and whatever, depending on where I was staying at the time. But
did you play sports growing up?
Oh yeah. Like you name it, I've probably played it. I played a lot of badminton growing up, but then I stopped that, and I've been playing basketball since I was 5. I've been playing basketball since I was 5. I played throughout high school. I played all such and such, and it's not really a sport, but it's but I've been playing improv since I was like sixth grade. I've been around the world of improv since like 4th grade, and that is probably the thing that's affected me the most.
They say that baseball is America's favorite pastime. Hockey is definitely Canada's favorite pastime. Do you like hockey? Did you play hockey at all?
Oh yeah, I played hockey when I was young. It didn't hit for me as a game to play, but I love to watch it, and I'm a big hockey fan. It just, as a player, it didn't hit to me as much as basketball did. But when I'm watching a game, it's pretty equal with basketball, I'd say. Just because of the pure, there's always something going on when you're playing hockey.
Apparently, basketball was invented by a Canadian doctor.
Yeah.
And he invented basketball as a sort of a therapy for his patients.
I thank that guy for his peach baskets and all that, eh?
That's right. You bet. What a rich history in Canada. So what's your favorite hockey team?
The Habs. I'm a Habs fan.
Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal all the way.
Me too.
I get it from my dad, who gets it from his dad, who gets it from his dad.
You bet. Le Canadien, they're the oldest team in the National Hockey League, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Most cup wins, I think 24 professional titles, including cups. They're amazing, but
more coming.
Well, we hope so. They're looking good right now. They had a good cup run this year, but they lost out in the Eastern Conference final. But boy, they're exciting to watch, and will be for a few years to come, huh?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So moving along, where'd you go to high school?
I went to ADC. It's the French high school in the Moncton region. There's only one in the city because, French is a minority language here. So we got one French high school in Moncton, one French high school in Dieppe. But there's a bunch of English high schools all around there.
So growing up at home, mom and dad are both French?
Yeah. Both French, but different regions of French. Mom's from Bouctouche, which is a little north. And dad, I think, is from a little further north, around the border of Quebec-ish, or he's a little. Dad goes all the way around. He just he's a zoomer all around there.
So is he Francais? Would that be called Francais Acadie? Are they Acadian?
Yeah, just Acadien, francophone. I think my dad's got a lot more Quebec in him too. Me, I consider myself Acadian.
And would you consider your French? The French in the Greater Moncton area is heavily mixed in some cases, not every case.
Yeah.
With English, it's called Chiac. Would you consider yourself Chiac, your French that you speak?
Yeah, sometimes. It really depends. I feel like I adapt a lot, right? It depends on the situation. My natural French, I think, is more actually a standardized French. That mostly, I think, because of studying in theater, we study a lot of the phonetics of language and speaking and such and such. So I became naturally more of a standardized French. But when I'm with my friends, it turns all the way back to Chiac. I love the Chiac, and I love to speak it. And I think it's beautiful, beautiful dialect that just we're lucky to have.
Amen. Yes. Because in the Greater Moncton area, there's A lot of people from the Acadian Peninsula, a lot of people up north, like you mentioned, a lot of people from Quebec, and from an area not far from Edmundston, New Brunswick. Those people are called the Brayons, I believe.
Yeah, Bréon. Yeah,
Brayons. There's different groups of French, isn't there?
100%.
And Canada has a very, very vast cultural mosaic, that's for sure. So do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have one sister, one older sister. She graduated from UDM last year. Yeah, last year. And now she's doing a master's at the other UDM, Université de Montréal up in Montreal. So yeah, she's a historian, or will be, and she loves to do it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good stuff. So moving right along, you're in university now at UDM in Moncton, New Brunswick, are you?
Yeah.
Which year are you in?
Well, it's a little bit of a few things there. I did 2 years in teaching, and well, I learned a lot of lessons in there, and I realized that for me personally, I'm not a guy who can have like a regular schedule, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realized that, like, being in the classrooms, yes, obviously different students every year, different things every day, whatever, but it's I needed to be a guy who wore a bunch of different hats. I needed to be a guy who did a bunch of different things and could just go from one project to the other without feeling, anchored to one thing. So I switched over to theater and the dramatic arts at UDM, and I just finished my first year of that. And I think what calls to me the most right now for all of that is probably acting and screenwriting and producing.
Excellent, excellent. So you want to work in the picture someday, do you? Maybe down in Hollywood?
Oh, yeah. I mean, depends on where. I still haven't decided if I want to do my work in French or in English, or maybe try a little bit of both. But that will definitely be the big factor to affect where I want to end up, right?
Perhaps someday we'll see you on Broadway.
Maybe I'll be working on my voice. I was singing Piano Man earlier. Sylvie heard me on the way in.
There you go. You like to sing?
Yeah, I've never really taken any singing lessons or anything of the sort, but just like, when there's music, my voice is being heard.
So you're really, really enjoying the theater, are you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like enjoying theater is enjoying life, right?
That's
you
right.
just live, and you let yourself be free, and you let yourself create, and you let
That's
yourself
That's right.
see what
That's
others
right.
got to give at the same time.
Right. Is there anything else creative you're into, like drawing, writing? I mean, you mentioned you were into writing a bit too.
Oh no, I mean, oh yeah, writing 100%, but like visual arts, I have a hard time with. Like, I had a really hard time with my arts class in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And I'm still having a hard time to this day in my arts classes. But I mean, I passed with an A, my last one, but it took a lot of effort to get there. The other facets of art, like storytelling and writing and creating, I have a lot more ease with, and I love more. But visual arts has never called me. I do want to be a writer, though. I've written a book. It's not published. It's just like, and things like that. I write skits all the time. I'm writing a screenplay right now. I'm writing a play. I'm always writing. I'm always writing. I'm always reading. And because I mean, if you want to make projects, you can start them on your own, right?
You sure can. Maybe publish on Amazon, get some exposure.
100%.
Amazon Kindle, you can publish for free.
Yeah.
I think you still can. Yeah, I published a few books for free. Excellent. So what is is there an exact favorite that you have? Like, would you say this is my favorite here?
I'd probably say comedy.
Comedy.
I think the thing I love the most is to like make people laugh. And I mean, I've lived through that a lot in improv and such. It's kind of just a very raw thing where you're in front of people, and like, I mean, improv is one of the things I love the most right now, because it's your raw ideas in the spur of the moments. And if you can make people laugh off of just a snap of a finger like that, like, imagine what you could do if you put time and effort and hours into writing something that you think is funny, right? So I think that comedy is what's calls to me the most, and I want to create things that'll make people laugh.
Have you done any stand-up yet as of yet?
No, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've been wanting to for a while, and even when I was a kid, I always said I want to be a comedian. I want to make people laugh, and but it's so vulnerable to be a stand-up comedian, right?
Well, you're kind of putting yourself out there when you do comedy, aren't you?
100%.
And stuff like that. There might be some areas in the region here where they have open mic nights. I think there might be. You try that out.
I
And some
probably
people
should.
do stuff like that and they don't even know they like it until they try it, and then they fall right into it hand in glove.
Oh yeah.
That's happened to a number of people who are famous today. Stuff like that.
I mean,
What,
you just got it, right?
yeah, yeah. What sort of and when you say improv, what is improv for the benefit of the audience?
Improv is, I mean, it is a kind of comedy theater mix up, I'd say, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way we have it here in Canada, we created improv in Quebec, the French leagues that are going around. In Quebec, it was originally a mix between theater, comedy theater, and hockey. So, like,
And I think Ontario has evening at the Improv as well.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's super huge now, and it's basically there's a ref and there's two teams, and they give you a theme to work with or different other constraints, and you got to build up a story that people will like. There's a big audience or small audience, whatever happens, and at the end of both teams is present like improv. You vote for who you like the most. So I mean, there's big tournaments. There's a national improv league in Canada. There's like a bunch of different things. I play in the university league. I've been playing in there for like 3 years, and there's like a little championship going on in there. And we also take like different players from the league and bring them to Quebec and go to tournaments and such.
Excellent.
And it's pretty big in the French community. And I mean, I don't know much about the English side of improv, but I have done improv with Colin Mocker before.
Mm-hmm. Are there certain themes that are popular with the French?
That's a good question. Like in general,
In general, like, is there something that would really pop with them? Like, they'd really resonate with them?
I think like with the people that are around me, it's a lot just like Acadian culture, like this isn't specifically the French. This is mostly Acadians,
Mm-hmm.
but like Pays La Sagouine. I don't know if you guys have ever been, but I mean, it's like this little island in Bouctouche where it's all characters from the books of Antonin Maillet, which is one of the biggest Acadian spokespeople of all time there, which I have bloodline with. Shout out, great aunt.
All right, there you go.
And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Where every single person working there is basically a character, and you can go up to them, you can speak to them, and they will stay in their character, and they'll like guide you through those different shows throughout the day and blah blah blah. But I think that just like in general, Acadians love Acadians,
Yes.
and but other than that, it's just all the same kind of sports, all the same kind of games, all the same kind of, and yeah, pretty much.
Excellent, man. Excellent, excellent. What's in the future for Nick? What sort of things in the near future does Nick want to get into and try?
Me, well, I mean, the big thing that I like want to do is, I guess, help in a way, in whatever way I can. Right? To me, it's like I've been given a chance and many cards to play. Right? And I want to be able to create things where people can connect and use the opportunities that I get to give back to the community. Mostly Moncton. I want to help the homeless folks in Moncton. I want to help people going through a tough time and stuff like that. And
Lots
I feel like
of homeless
art,
people here.
yeah, 100%. There's too many. And I feel like art is something that's undervalued when it comes to that, because all these people are going through something, well, very physical, yes, but there's a lot of mental blocks involved in suffering. And I feel like art helps you kind of be able to like reach out and see what's going on.
How do you have any ideas on how we could help the homelessness and address our very large homeless problem here in the greater Moncton area and abroad?
I have a lot of like my own ideas that I might put into play. But on a just like person by person standpoint, I think it's volunteering, giving when you can, just whatever empathy calls out to you, right? I feel like at the same time, if you're, if you don't want to give, that means that you don't have the chance to give at that moment, right?
Yep. situation and
situation.
Stuff like
So it's like being able to help when you can, but also disconnecting when you can't help, right? It's not your fault that you can't help.
That's right. That's right, man. Well, it's good to see you have empathy there. So your mom lives in the area here too?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she lives here.
We live here. She works with kids. She works with kids and parents, right? She used to be a speech therapist in schools, and now she works at a different place where she kind of like helps the kids at an earlier age not develop like speech impediments and such, and she helps the parents deal with those kind of things.
Excellent, excellent. So right now you're working on your bachelor's, correct?
Yeah. I've got 3 more years on that, and in the meanwhile, I mean, I'm just going to keep boosting my portfolio and writing as much as I can, and trying to be in as many things as I can. Right?
Okay. Are you thinking about possibly doing your master's someday?
Yeah, it's in the brain. It's in the brain. It lives in there a little bit. There's always ideas just jumping, but if I was going to, I would probably go to like probably l'école de l'humour, like a humor school, to learn more about all the facets and ins and outs of comedy, because that's such an advanced thing. Like, it's so simple at first view, but comedy is probably the hardest thing to make and write, because of how hard it is to please to everyone's different humor, right?
And politics is tricky, of course. If you joke around about politics, it can be very tricky.
True. And it's like knowing how to put that into play, because those jokes can be great.
Yep, for sure.
If you do them right? If
you know what you're doing. Yeah, for sure.
But so advancing my knowledge on all of that would be great. And I mean, I read as much as I can to get that, but maybe, I don't know if a master's, but maybe just like another bachelor's at a different school on a different field or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what I want to do.
Excellent. Excellent, man. Do any traveling?
I am not the biggest traveler, but I do travel. I went to Europe last summer.
How'd that go?
It was great. I had a buddy there in Belgium who kind of like, brought me around and made me he brought me to his, he had 2 different places. So I stayed in 2 different cities for free. Fantastic.
Excellent. Right. Excellent.
Stayed in his dorm room in Brussels. It was amazing. I don't understand how that dorm room was a dorm room.
Yeah, exactly.
It had a ceiling larger than I've ever been in.
Did you find the food's different?
Yeah. And even at that, he brought me to his parents' house in a different city, where his parents put me through a full 6-course meal, and it was fantastic. What a time. All the other countries were great, but it's there's nothing different than being in someone else's home.
Did you get to Italy at all?
I did.
I hear the food in Italy is second to none.
I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. We went to a few different spots, got some pasta, got some pizza, and It was great. It was fantastic.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Right now for work, you part-time job?
Part-time-ish, but I'm working a lot. I work as a server. I mean, I'm serving at breakfast spots, at the breakfast spot. It's great. It's great. I mean, my boss is fantastic. He understands that I have a passion. And then when I'm booked off, I'm like, hey, I got a little gig going on this day. He understands that, and he helps me out.
Right. That's awesome. It's always good to have that mix and mix. Down through the years, Nick, we hope to reconnect with you. We thank so much. You so much. How old are you right now?
Right now, I'm 21. Just turned
21 years old, just a young guy, and you got your whole life ahead of you. That's awesome. All kinds of passion and all kinds of drive and all kinds of energy. We thank you for coming on the podcast today, and maybe in the years that come, we'll have a update episode with you.
Little life update. Let's hope it goes well.
I'm sure it will, Nick. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you.
Right on. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
That's another episode of Road of Life Podcast with John Miller, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to have any comments, questions, or concerns, or if you would like to appear on Road of Life Podcast with John Miller, please feel free to reach out to us at roadoflifepodcast@outlook.com. That's roadoflifepodcast@outlook.com. Take care, Nick. Thanks again.
You too. Thanks.
Hey, brother.